Here's the first look at my son's 2011 Crown Victoria P7B. And those of you that know, it's basically P71. They just changed to P7B. I think the first model year was 2010 for P7B. It might have been 09. I honestly didn't keep track of that stuff, but that is what we got. So you see, they really drove the heck out of it. You see, I'm going to be covering these holes where they had light bar, police equipment, whatever. I've never seen one of those before. So this is my 2010 P7B from the same department, and this is basically what the dash looked like, other than obviously I added the 2 buttons and the USB thingy. Whereas his, you see they moved the climate controls outward and put in that console there, if you will. I have to figure out if that's going to be worth keeping or pulling out and trying to get this back basically inside there. Shocked that I don't have an airbag light since that's missing there. Looks like they left me a mess of wires down there. Anyway, a lot of cleaning up will need to be done. The radio in this is the worst one I've ever seen. The knob is broken, so you can't really adjust the volume, of all things. I do have the book, and that's about it. In the glove box, plenty of stains on the seat. Looks like they spilled coffee or soda or God knows what. Left me some other miscellaneous garbage. I was lucky that this one actually came with a normal seat. The other 11 that they had up for auction had the plastic prisoner seat. And a little bit of garbage in the back seat, not an ungodly amount compared to sometimes what you see in these cars. Door locks are not working at all. I haven't tried the windows yet. Mirrors do work. Driver's seat is not as dirty as the passenger seat. However, I noticed on the drive home the padding in here feels messed up. So I may pull this completely off and put it through the washer and try to fix up the padding for him a little bit. You see, it's not a cruise control vehicle, unfortunately. And kind of as expected, the odometer area was dark the whole time I drove it home. However, the gas was like 3/4 full. Temperature stayed at normal once it warmed up, and like I said, it felt very powerful, very strong. I don't know if it has a 355 or not, I'll have to check, but it definitely felt on par with my 08 as far as acceleration. Brakes and handling were a bit sketchy, especially about 60 miles an hour. You got quite a bit of vibration in the steering wheel, which is kind of a trademark for these cars. Unfortunately, there's a lot of things that can go wrong that cause that to happen. The other thing of note, the hood release does nothing. If you don't already have the hood popped up like this, it doesn't pop up. I don't know if that's just a lubrication issue or what. Obviously I'll get that fixed because that's kind of important. The steering wheel is badly worn, especially up top, which is interesting because usually cops hold the steering wheel down here and do a shuffle steer, not up here. So this may just be the Texas sun. And I just realized this has a little flap here, and they did leave me some junk. Looks like some chewing tobacco, some tape, and whatnot. I'm not going to touch anything until I have gloves on, obviously, but you just see that some of the random junk they left. And a bunch of cut wires in there. And the trunk, looks like they left me a totally tore up, useless spare tire. I don't know why they even have that in there. Left me some sort of slide out tray. Looks like maybe they had some police equipment on there, and of course they ripped all that out. But doesn't look like they left any goodies in here other than that PVC pipe fitting there. I don't know what they were using that for. So yeah, this is going to be mostly cleaning and stuff. Obviously, since this is going to be Jay's car, I'm going to ask him if he wants that tray left in or removed, and we'll go from there. Engine bay is typical, dirty, probably never ever cleaned even once in any way, shape, or form. The rags there are from me. I did check the oil obviously before I drove. It looks relatively clean. It was full. The coolant tank was properly filled, it looked like. Fluid looks a little dark. Same thing with the power steering and the brake fluid. But air conditioner worked, not real powerful as far as the fan speed, but the air was cold. And you can see this is hours later since I got here. There's still water under there from the air conditioner. So that's all good. This looks aftermarket or replaced. I don't remember ever seeing a plastic cap there. Belt seems pretty tight. Anyway, so first thing I'm going to do is give this the WJ Handy Dad treatment, thoroughly clean it, and I've got already coil packs, spark plugs, obviously oil, transmission fluid and filter. I'll do the thermostat and coolant flush. I'll do the power steering flush. I'll do the brakes. Brakes probably need pads would be my guess. I don't know, like I said, right at 200,000 miles. Battery is probably dead. You see it's got a date of 720. It's needed to be jumped every time. So anyway, there she is.